Well, 10 people who were jailed in Venezuela are now back on American soil this morning after a prisoner swap.
They landed in Texas late last night, and our TJ Parker is live downtown with what we're learning about this latest swap between the U.S. and Venezuela. TJ, good morning.
Good morning, Sophia and Owen. You'll recall the Citgo 6 who were released back in 2022. Well, this is the largest release of American prisoners in Venezuela's history. 10 were released, 6 of them landing in San Antonio late last night. This is video of them landing at the Kelly Airfield Annex last night. So in exchange, the U.S. is returning a man by the name of Alex Saab. U.S. officials said President Biden's decision to grant him clemency was difficult, but also important to bring home the 10 jailed Americans. And this comes just weeks after the Biden administration agreed to suspend some sanctions on the country's oil industry following Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's work toward having a free and fair election next year. And this deal is the latest compromise by the Biden administration to bring home Americans jailed overseas. As for those freed prisoners, we heard from a couple of them last night who thought this day might never come.
All you think about when you're in prison is how you didn't appreciate being free while you were free. There's no way to understand what it's like to be in prison unjustly and not have any way out.
I didn't know if I would ever make it out. And it's really scary to be in a place where you're used to having freedoms and you're locked into a cell, sometimes with 4 other people, a very tiny cell. And to realize, am I ever going to get out of this? Am I ever going to make it home?
So the U.S. has conducted several swaps with Venezuela over the past few years, as I mentioned, including the one in 2022 for 7 Americans, including those 5 oil executives at Houston-based Citgo. So coming up on KPRC 2 News today at 10, one of those men, Jose Pereira, will explain his experience to be a prisoner, what it was like to deal with negotiations, and he'll also reveal what he knows about this most recent swap. And so with this most recent swap, U.S. officials say there are no more in-prison Americans in Venezuela. We're live downtown this morning. I'm TJ Parker, KPRC 2 News.